And the Green City in the Sun, as Nairobi was once affectionately known, has over the decades transformed from a dusty transit camp for Uganda-bound British imperialists to a modern-day economic juggernaut of the region. With its population now over 4 million, challenges abound in facilitating the movement and housing of Nairobians. Now, several plans have been crafted to take a city that has long grappled with a colonial-era water and sewer system designed for an estimated 300,000 residents, and a road network built to accommodate, get this, just 50,000 vehicles onto a metropolis worthy of its prominence in the East African region. On the National Reminder this week, our very own Victoria Rubadiri takes us back to the Nairobi Regeneration Plan that had ambitious deliverables and an even more ambitious time frame. And she tells us where we are now.
It was at Harambee House, the office of the president, on the 8th of November 2017, that the agenda to transform the nation's capital was unveiled. President Uhuru Kenyatta chaired a meeting on the regeneration of Nairobi, a meeting attended by the then Nairobi Governor Mike Sonko and Tourism Cabinet Secretary Najib Balala. Balala would be tasked with co-chairing the technical committee of the Special Task Force on Nairobi. The regeneration of Nairobi was a joint venture between the national and county governments, with a tab running into the billions. In the month that would follow, all relevant state departments and city-county departments were expected to realign their procurement plans to ensure relevant allocations were available for the implementation of the program. By April 2018, plans were well underway. In fact, on the 13th of that month, the technical committee met with the president to brief him on the progress.
So as a county, we've decided to also devolve our garbage collection.
The regeneration team committed to some ambitious timelines for the delivery of key services, ranging from garbage collection, cleanup of a Nairobi River, to launching of a mortgage company.
Those asked to oversee the implementation of these projects and programs have agreed to resign if these timelines are not met. Within 1 month, there should be no piles of garbage in any of the 85 electoral wards of the city of Nairobi. Also, a clean up of Nairobi River would have commenced.
The deadline was May 13th, 2018. It was settled. Nairobi was set for a makeover like no other. The list of deliverables, including clearing garbage from all 85 electoral wards and implementing programs for regular garbage collection, automation of bus termini, creation of a traffic management committee, launch of a bus rapid transit system, or BRT, which would be preceded by availability of 39 special buses, and infrastructure improvement of Langata Road, Jogoo Road, Mombasa Road, and Wayaki Way. By D-Day, the team had hardly put a dent in the plans and instead, on the following day, greeted Nairobians with this.
It is not possible to do things in 30 days.
A new deadline to fulfill the promises was set for Jamhuri Day that year. That was the day the president was to ride in the country's first BRT bus. Still, other commitments were made that day.
The national government has given us 50 military trucks, 20 NYS trucks.
The first batch of 30 buses have been ordered.
By December 12th, 2018, the BRT buses had not arrived. Not all 85 electoral wards were garbage-free, and traffic was still a nightmare. But the team did manage to deliver on a few things or at least get started. For instance, the mortgage company meant to drive affordable housing finance in the country was established in August of 2018 as the Kenya Mortgage Refinance Company. It was later licensed by the Central Bank of Kenya in September last year. It has so far disbursed 2.75 billion shillings to participating primary mortgage lenders. Now, in line with the affordable housing promise, the Nairobi County government began construction of 200,000 low-cost housing units in the city in November 2018. The plan would see at least 70% of the houses go for 3 million shillings or less. Pangani was to be the first estate to benefit from the project. The anticipated completion date is June 2023, despite a June 2019 completion date given by the then Governor Sonko. In May 2018, President Uhuru Kenyatta launched a 2.7 billion shilling project for reconstruction of roads in 11 constituencies in Nairobi's Eastlands. The upgrade would see the repair of more than 80 kilometers of roads in the first phase. The roads covered by the project included Komarok Road, Harambee Estate Sacco Roads, Eastern Bypass Kayole Spin Road, Donholm Phase 5 and Phase 8 roads, Eldoret Road and Nyasa Road. Now, probably the most visible promise was that of cleaning up of the Nairobi River and preservation of the riparian land. Remember this? Its ruthless demolition of well-known structures around Nairobi earned it the moniker the Green Mamba. From the South End Mall on Langata Road to the Airgate Centre and the popular UK Centre in Westlands, no structure on riparian land in Nairobi was safe. Over 2,000 structures had been earmarked for demolition, all in an effort to regenerate Nairobi River. The committee defended its action, explaining that several of the illegal buildings and walls had been sitting right on the riverbed, contrary to environmental laws that set a distance of 30 meters between riparian land and human activities. However, the demolition exercise would be brought to an abrupt halt by the government in December 2018, after bulldozers flattened homes of over 500 families in Kayole. In a press statement, Head of Public Service Joseph Kinyua said further guidance would be issued following consultations with relevant state agencies. Nothing has been spoken on the exercise since. In 2019, river cleanups continued, necessitating the shutting down of 25 factories accused of discharging effluent into Nairobi River. By November 2019, the county government and the Kenya Urban Roads Authority completed 95% of the road repair program in Eastlands that was launched back in May 2018. Now, come February 2020, Nairobi would undergo a dramatic leadership shift, with Major General Mohamed Badi given the reins of the nation's capital. The Nairobi Regeneration program was handed over to the newly appointed Director General, who was keen on cleaning up house. And he began with the garbage collection promise, collecting up to 250 tons of garbage in various parts of the city within the first 30 days of being in office. New bus termini have been constructed, with plans to relocate matatus from Nairobi Central Business District in phases underway. But BRT still awaits a full rollout. However, some buses have been seen around Nairobi as part of a pilot program for the system.
We shall be doing BRT stations as part of this project to make sure that even ordinary mwananchi who does not have a vehicle, they can still use the buses from the airport to the CBD. 3
years on, and the promises have more than tarried, though some are getting off the ground. Nairobians will have to wait some time before the capital's big reveal after what has been a snail speed makeover. That's your national reminder of the week, lest you forget.